Waldo Emerson once said, "The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well."
But what brings humanity true happiness? And is it even achievable?
Many American authors have pondered this very question.
Some authors, such as Douglas, Emerson, Henry, Twain, and Thoreau, follow themes of nature, freedom, self-discovery, and hard work in achieving true happiness.
Other authors, such as Hemingway and Gilman, deny the existence of true happiness. Some do not believe life's purpose is to seek happiness.
As a whole, our group is looking to reconsider
What?
Brings
People,
True.
happiness. We are a particularly underrepresented culture in the philosophical and happiness research, and very little is known about what makes us happy. However, our culture is often referred to as collectivism. We are independent and interconnected with each other and are other-focused. Happiness is derived from connecting with nature and not becoming caught up in materialistic wants.
happiness is found only when you follow the rules of society. You cannot break them. And you always have to keep learning in the forefront, and you have to work until you're dead. You can't do anything else. That is the only way to find happiness. If you do anything else, you will always be sad. My book and my heart shall never part. Job feels the rod, yet blesses God. Xerxes the Great did die, and so must you and I.
I, a foremost slave. I believe every man should possess equal rights. My biggest fortune is my freedom. I, the master of my own, find happiness in education and hard work. No matter how hard or dirty the job is, I enjoy working and seeing my work paid for. I'm Frederick Douglass. I'm happy and successful. Nothing is more precious than freedom, and I believe it lies at the core of happiness. Happiness can only be achieved when there is equality and freedom for all people in our society. Compromises cannot always bring peace and love. I'm ready for the war if there has to be one. I'm willing to take all necessary actions to fight for freedom, the true happiness. Give me liberty, or give me death.
For every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I believe true happiness can only be achieved through oneself. No one else can grant you the happiness you think and know you deserve, but yourself. Like I once said in my essay, Self-Reliance, I must be myself. I cannot break myself any longer for you or you. If you can love me for what I am, you shall be happier. If you cannot, I will still seek to deserve that you should. I must be myself. You cannot depend on others for your own happiness. Doing what you love despite others' opinions leads to happiness. Being an individual and having self-reliance, which you can purchase on Amazon for $3.99. Anyways, the key to happiness is believing in yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. I am a happy camper, so I guess I'm doing something right. Happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it will elude you. But if you turn your attention to other things, it will come and sit softly on your shoulder. Henry David Thoreau. Like Emerson, I too believe happiness comes from oneself. I believe that the key to achieving true happiness is being your own person and not minding what others think. Do not conform with society's rulings. Instead, pave your own path for the way you want to live. For me, the way I chose to live was in the woods and away from society. This way, I could live free and uncommitted and live in harmony with nature. Surrounding yourself with nature and connecting with nature brings happiness. Live freely, explore, have an imagination, and renew yourself each day. Don't give in to the simplicity of life. After all, like I said in Where I Lived and What I Lived For, there are none happy in the world but beings who enjoy freely a vast horizon. Don't spend your life seeking happiness. It will come when it is time.
I'm Mark Twain.
Happiness is found when we transcend our human condition with acceptance and freedom. I once stated in The Mysterious Stranger that every man is a suffering machine and a happiness machine combined. The two functions work together harmoniously, with a fine and delicate precision on the give and take principle. For every happiness turned out in the one department, the other stands ready to modify it with a sorrow or a pain. This is the difficulty and the beauty of the human condition. When happiness or pleasure is found, unhappiness will compensate and surely take its place. The opposite is also true, with happiness returning after unhappiness. This human condition surely cannot be the vehicle in which true happiness is realized, for it is subject to external, ever-changing conditions. Instead, happiness must be found within the understanding of the balance itself. In this knowing, man is no longer subject to his external life, but rather to the opposite. He who knows the balance of the ever-changing human conditions will find true happiness.
I'm Charlotte Perkins Gilman. I believe that happiness comes from working towards achieving our goals. I do not believe happiness can be found in the insurance of faith. I once said, to attain happiness in another world, we need only to believe in something, while to secure it in this world, we must do something. With this in mind, I found happiness in striving for social reformation in terms of gender equality.
I, Jay Gatsby, pursued the love of my life, Daisy. She was my only happiness, my only light. And now she's gone. True happiness does not exist. Daisy left me. I'm dead. I would have given my life for her. Wait. Many times I have pondered, can you buy happiness? Alas, you cannot. I bought a house to be near Daisy. I bought clothes, cars, other luxuries. But those trivial possessions could never buy me happiness.
I'm earnest having one. I'm lonely. I'm of those who like to stay late at the cafe with all those who do not want to go to bed with all those... I'm sorry.
I'm telling you. Happiness is not achievable. And it's not achievable because of the sudden changes that happen in society. It can be achieved for only a short time, but it never lasts. Family will bring you the closest to true happiness that you can ever find. And traveling with them and having new experiences together will bring you closer than ever. War is the biggest threat to our happiness and can cause unchangeable problems that will last throughout your life.
True happiness doesn't exist. I went off to war. Now I'm depressed. My friends are dead. The girl I love doesn't love me back. Do you think that true happiness is possible and can it be achieved in modern society?
In modern society, assuming that that is implying a consumer-based and a lack of spirituality, no. Perhaps as a condition built off of pleasure, that we may have responses to certain activities.
Cats. Leaves in the winter.
Rice.
Rice.
Oh, that's a good one. I love rice. Dirt.
Bugs.
Singing.